official! It is official!
The Prime Minister's taken a minority government, and through by-elections and floor crossers,
Prime Minister Mark Carney has done what many thought was nearly impossible. He has transformed a fragile minority government into a full majority, without calling a single general election.
almost a year later, cobbled together a majority.
As of tonight, Mark Carney and our entire incredible Liberal team have earned an even more powerful mandate to continue building a better Canada.
Their agenda. And make no mistake, this is a historic moment. The Library of Parliament confirms that more than 300 instances of floor crossings have been recorded since Confederation, but there are no records of a single instance where floor crossings alone moved a government from a minority to a majority. Mark Carney just wrote a new chapter in Canadian political history.
Between the Liberals and the Bloc Québécois. The Liberals hitting this majority with the help of
the Prime Minister tonight online congratulating his two new MPs for winning their seats.
Liberals had hovered around the 172-seat threshold since the 2025 general election, when they fell just 3 ridings short with 169 seats. Then came the floor crossings. On November 4, 2025, Nova Scotia MP Chris D'Entremont became the first opposition member to cross the floor in this wave, followed by Michael Ma in December and Matt Genero in February. The most recent defection, longtime Conservative MP Marilyn Gladu, left the Liberals just 1 seat short of a majority before Monday's by-elections even began. Then the results came in. A clean sweep in 3 by-elections brings the Liberal caucus to 174 members, giving them a 2-seat majority cushion, and making Mark Carney the first Canadian Prime Minister to win a majority through floor crossing. The ridings of Toronto's University Rosedale and Scarborough Southwest, both considered safe Liberal territory, delivered as expected. But the real drama of the night unfolded in the Montreal area riding of Terrebonne. A tight contest between the Liberals and the Bloc Québécois that kept supporters on edge until the very end. Tonight, the Prime Minister is celebrating, his team is celebrating, and in the world of Canadian politics, a majority government means something concrete and consequential. The Carney government had struggled to move much of its legislation through Parliament in its first year, with fewer than half of introduced bills becoming law. That dynamic changes now. As one Liberal voice put it plainly, a majority gives you time to plan effectively.
Adrian, the Conservative leader, is accusing the Prime Minister of getting this majority through backroom deals with politicians that he says betrayed voters. Despite losing 4 members of his caucus to the Liberals, Pierre Poilievre also says that he'll continue to lead his party, including in the next election.
The NDP leader argues that Canadians did not vote for a majority government, and that arriving at one primarily through floor crossings simply feels wrong. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre has been equally sharp in his condemnation, writing that this majority was won through backroom deals with politicians who, in his words, betrayed the people who voted for them. Despite losing 4 members of his caucus to the Liberals, Poilievre has made clear he intends to remain at the helm of his party and lead it into the next election. When pressed on whether the floor crossings risked eroding public trust in democracy, Prime Minister Carney pushed back sa nibotaban nashindapan nibopapanan maperdan transapan, noting that the MPs who joined him came from varied political backgrounds and different parts of the country, and that their decisions were consistent with his government's program. And here is where honest opinion matters. Both sides have a point, and that tension is worth sitting with. The mechanics of what happened are constitutionally legitimate. Floor crossing is legal, by-elections are democratic, but the spirit of what voters chose in April 2025 was a minority government, one with checks, balances, and built-in accountability. The speed and scale of this consolidation of power, however legal, raises fair questions about whether the outcome reflects the will of the electorate or the ambitions of a governing party that found a smarter path around the voters. What is undeniable is this: polling in early 2026 shows the Liberals holding a 6-point lead in national vote intention, a 52% government approval rating, and Carney's net favorability sitting at +20. The public, at least for now, does not appear alarmed. But a slim majority with a 2-seat cushion is a fragile thing. Future by-elections will come, caucus unity will be tested, and the opposition, bruised but not broken, will be watching for every stumble. The Liberals have what they came for. The question is what they do with it.